Karolina, thank you for showing us that spectacular show of tennis. It seems to me that you prove us that sometimes a very good defense could be a good attack. Tell us, what was your strategy for this game? And I noticed you adjusted to defense at some points and it worked very well. Sometimes it did not work as you wanted.
That's a tough question, but I think she played an unbelievable match. To be honest, maybe her best in her life. I don't think she can repeat a match like this, because for the amount of winners what she had, she just had very little mistakes, and I don't think I did actually something wrong. I had some chances, of course I had, but the chances, they were not in my hands at all, so there was not much what I could do. I was just fighting, waiting for a couple of mistakes and waiting for my shots to be aggressive. I got the chance to go to the third set. I had a couple of break points, didn't make it. She served amazing today. I think the conditions with the roof closed were perfect for her. Not that it would be bad for me, but she just loved it maybe a little bit more. And it was tough. Maybe a couple of points there would be different, but I'm not upset with myself, just that I lost, but there's nothing what I would do differently.
We all know that you've won against Naomi a couple times in the past, but did you feel that difference from, like, in terms of her serves or the variety of the way she can hit the ball compared to last time?
Of course, she's an aggressive player, so she's gonna have better matches and worse matches. I think this, like I said, it was maybe her best match in the life from my kind of view. I don't think she did anything wrong, really. She just went for it completely, and she deserved to win, of course. And she's a great player, so I didn't expect that she's gonna play a bad match, but maybe with more mistakes. I think for sure she can play with more mistakes, so she didn't today.
Karolina, obviously you've had that challenging match yesterday, playing 3 sets against Serena. How do you basically recover from that super quickly and then turn around and then you find yourself in another 3-set situation? What are you thinking as that's happening?
Well, it was tough. For sure, if there's a day in between these 2 matches, it would be helpful for me, because not only that the match yesterday was tough, but also it was emotionally tough too, and I was missing maybe a little bit power today too. I was doing everything possible, but a little bit I was just missing here and there, and that's how it is. Normally I like to play maybe 2-3 days in a row matches, but in this kind of stage of the tournament, when you just go deep and you have from Brisbane, a lot of things happen. So I have 15 matches in maybe last, 3 weeks. So that's a lot, and maybe that day would help, but that's how it is. So we don't have to talk about this.
Karolina, early in the second set, it seemed like she was hitting a level where everything coming off her racket was going for winners. It looked like it might go pretty quickly. What were you telling yourself at that point? Because it seemed as though you got a little bit more aggressive, you cleaned up the errors a little bit, but I'm just wondering, in between the ears, what are you thinking?
I think she did one bad game she had in the match, and there was on 1-0. She missed a couple of easy shots, which she didn't miss before and after as well. So I just, I was fighting, I was running, I was trying to play more aggressive. There was not really many shots where I could really go for it, because she plays so flat and so fast. But I just did everything possible. I was trying to mix my serve a little bit more, go to the body, which I normally don't serve that much. But, I just went for it and did everything possible to stay as long as on court as possible, because I know there's going to be a chance she cannot kill me 6-2, 6-2. Or maybe she can, but I still have to play something good too, so that's what happened. I just went for my shots. I played solid, but still aggressive. I got my chances in the third. I would call the set a little bit unlucky, because I had chances and then immediately I lost my serve. She just played a little bit better maybe at some moments, but she was going for it, and like I said, not missing much, and yeah.
Karolina, how does her ball, how heavy is her ball compared to Serena and Petra and the other biggest hitters on tour?
It's different. I cannot compare because the conditions are different. My feeling is every day different, so it's tough to say. But for sure, Serena and Naomi, they are one of the fastest players.
Next tournament, I noticed there's a little bit more tape in your knee. How's your knee feeling? Is it right? Is more? Did you put more tape than yesterday?
No, it was same tape as yesterday, and my knee is absolutely fine, so no issues.
You hardly express your emotion on court. Is it something you do intentionally or?
Sorry?
You hardly express your emotion on court.
Yeah.
Is it something you do consciously or naturally?
I don't know. I don't pretend anything, so I guess it just comes. So obviously, sometimes I can break a racket. I have some emotions too, even the good ones. Sometimes even the bad ones. It's tennis. If you are there 2 hours, I think it's impossible to be without emotions.
Karolina, how do you think that the start of the season sets you up for the rest of the season? I mean, do you leave Melbourne with the disappointment of today, or do you leave, Australia kind of thinking, everything, all the work that I did was right?
Well, of course, after every loss, you're kind of disappointed, especially if it's this close. But on the other hand, it's my best start in my life of the season, so I don't want to be that negative. And I know that the season is longer, anything can happen. Even if I would lose here earlier, yesterday or whatever, it's still a good start for me. I'm feeling great with my game, with my team. Everything was working. What we did together. So there is no reason why to be disappointed. Obviously, I wanted to be in the final, but that's how it is. In the final, there can be only 2 players. So I'm gonna have a chance in next Grand Slams for sure.